from a long hike. The combination of simulated atomic bombardment and conventional artillery fire has apparently reduced the town to ruins. But experience has shown that some of the enemy will survive. Until they are wiped out or captured and the land controlled, neither the battle nor the war can be considered won. This is the job of the foot soldier. Entering Schwanberg proper is the most ticklish part of the maneuver. Overconfidence on the part of the officers directing the attack, underestimating the strength of the aggressors still dug in the town, could lead to costly casualties. As the infantry move in under cover of the protecting tanks, the individual units learn to operate swiftly and efficiently as members of a smoothly functioning team under battle conditions as realistic as possible. Here, the lessons of cover and concealment are instilled forcefully. The wisdom of taking advantage of existing obstacles is learned through experience. The appearance of atomic tactical weapons in military arsenals does not alter the basic fact that only ground troops, using the old proven techniques of firepower plus mobility, are capable of taking and holding the land. Ground blasted by atomic firepower must still be physically occupied by troops before it can be considered secure. And of course, if atomic weapons are not used on any future battlefield, these basic facts are all the more important in application. And once shaken by heavy fire, the aggressor's troops and positions must be cleaned up before the enemy can recover. Even after the battle, the enemy's troops are a continuing problem. Those who have not been wiped out must be driven into the open and disarmed. The taking and handling of prisoners of war are important techniques which are learned as part of the total operation. The performance of every tank crew, platoon, and company in the division is carefully evaluated throughout the maneuver. Mistakes made now can be pointed out and corrected before a later slip-up, which might prove fatal to an individual, to the division, or to the 7th Army's strength as a whole. The respite after battle is welcomed eagerly by the tired and thirsty tankers and infantrymen. But the pause can be only a brief one. Vehicles must be cleaned, any damage repaired, and the vehicles returned to combat readiness. No one knows when the next surprise maneuver will come, or a real battle, should the communist forces of the East decide to annex the new Federal Republic by force of arms. West Germany today is building up an army to protect itself. But the day of complete military self-dependence is still in the distant future. Therefore, we must continue, probably for some years to come, to support armed forces of greater strength than ever before in our peacetime history. Through units like the 2nd Armored Division, we are offering both our allies and our potential enemies firm proof that we stand ready to back up our pledge to maintain peace with military might if attacked.
the men on duty with a typical U.S. Army division, service in Germany, as we've just seen, can be an interesting and rewarding experience. But more important, their very presence west of the Rhine has undoubtedly brought rewards to every American citizen in the past by helping to safeguard our national security at home. Moreover, we hope their presence will continue to bring the same rewards in the future. Now, this is Sergeant Stuart Queen, inviting you to be with us again next week for another look at your Army in action on The Big Picture.
The Big Picture is a weekly television report to the nation on the activities of the Army at home and overseas. Produced by the Signal Corps Pictorial Center. Presented by the United States Army in cooperation with this station. You too can be an important part of the big picture. You can proudly serve with the best equipped, the best trained, the best fighting team in the world today, the United States Army.